Hello, hope you're well. Just trying to get this settled. Yeah, I hope you're well. I'm just going to quickly do, it's been a long time. I've done a couple of shorts in a food shop, but I thought I'd do a vegan food review and get out of the way. Basically, got tons of it. And then we'll go through a few other pieces. So I'll start off. A good friend got me the Yappy, isn't it? Easter egg. It was delicious. And very thick chocolate grapes. I'm going to give it a bit late for you guys now. I used to do Easter egg reviews beforehand, but I'm going to give that 8 out of 10. Right up there, very, very good. Really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. And then I've got, this isn't chicken thighs. Now, I'll be honest with you. I've cut down on the processed, even the vegan stuff recently, quite a bit. But these are great. They are just fantastic. I give them a strong 9 out of 10 all day long. But I am restricting myself on the process a little bit, so. But if I was going to, they'd be the boys. 9 out of 10, those ones. I've got this Ristorante vegan margarita, blah, blah. I picked it up when it was on offer the other week. And I've stopped doing, I will get back into doing my food videos, you know, as meals and that, but I haven't at the moment. I'm going to give that 7 out of 10. I'm not the biggest pizza fan, am I? So it's not you, it's me, as I've said plenty of time before. It's not you, it's me. So, yeah, I'll do that. Richmond mint-free bacon, 6 out of 10. Again, only because I'm trying to cut down on the process, but saying that, this is technically good. Veg fingers, I give them 8 out of 10 all day long. They're a great staple to have in the freezer. I love them, to be honest with you. 8 out of 10. So there's me going on about process, and I do it, but we'll go through it a bit. The tofu scrambled. Picked it up. 6 out of 10. No, 5 out of 10. I'd rather make my own tofu. Scramble, that is. 5 out of 10. I bought it to do a meal. It wasn't that great. Green Cuisine fishless fillets. They're very good. 7 out of 10. I don't want to keep going on about the processed stuff. And this is all since the last one, so it's been months. So tons of it. Planted chicken in herb. This range is very good. I give that I do like some of their stuff. I prefer their, we might get there, so I'm going to keep quoting it. I'll give that 7 out of 10. At Ben's original Chinese style, I'll give that it's up as well. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10 purely because it's quite expensive normally. If it was the price it was, I wouldn't, you know, 10. I'll try this balance of both. A blend of white and whole grain flour. And I've got to bring it, it's vegan mart. Picked up at Tesco's. It's £3 a bag. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. I would buy it again, but I'm not in no rush. Oh, grain rye bread. Quite often pick this up, if not the Jason's. I'm going to give that 7 out of 10. It is better. Richmond tasty sausages, which is the normal ones. I'll give them 7 out of 10. A few minutes ago it would have been higher, I know. This isn't chicken, roasted chicken and stuff in plant-based. I did a roast dinner with the stuff in. It's very expensive. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. The price puts it down a little bit, to be honest with you. Plant Chef Margarita Pizza. It's not a bad price. I think it's $3.25. So I'm going to give that 7 out of 10. It does deserve a score like 7 out of 10 because it's not overly priced. Pretty good. Tesco's Plant Chef. All day breakfast. I've really gone off it. I went through a phase of it and I'm really off it. It's the sausage style. I just don't like it anymore. That would have been an high scorer before. And don't worry about this. We all go through change of food taste. Not so, still 100% vegan. It's just that the taste of that has got a bit. I had it a few times, gone off it. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Bowl. Veg pot Thai green curry was very good. I'll give that 7 out of 10. Pot noodles, Chinese chow mein. I've always picked things up when they're on offer and they're clearly marked vegan. They're meant to be in my camping bag. I end up using them as a shortcut. Defeats the object. Still, at £1 even, that's far more expensive than noodles I normally buy. But they have some good flavours. I'm going to give that... The chow mein, I'm going to give 6 out of 10. Oh, sticky ribs. This is much better. I'm going to give that 7.5 out of 10. I do prefer that one. I'll pick it up again when it's on offer, but I won't pay the full price for it. Never. Never in a month of Sundays. There's lots to go through, so I'm doing I gave it a low score. What's enough? Chicken and bacon ravioli, meatless farm. I think it's $3.25 for that. 6 out of 10. Ginx's corn pasty. They are very, it's all processed, but I'm going to give that 7 out of 10. I do prefer that bad boy, to be honest with you. These noodles, 8.5 out of 10 all day long. Much better, 45 pence at Tesco's. Tesco's finest Cedars Black Grapes. I'm going to give them 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Plant, iron, protein, no Teresa slices. Well, this was so good that I didn't eat it all. So that was from Plant Menu. I think it was Aldi. Aldi it was. It's got it on the back. I can leave that 5 out of 10. Didn't eat it all. That's how unimpressed I was with it. Igley slow roasted tomato broth and spinach pizza. Quiche. Jane's going to watch this. She's going to judge me on this. Salad season's coming up. I'm going to give that. So I'm just getting ready to recycle. Only kidding, I'm going to give it 9.5 out of 10. It's really good. And this time of year I prefer it more than others. 9.5 out of 10. Sorry, Jane. Cathedral City, it's just grated. Just had some Vivo Life. My son-in-law did with, I think they call it, enchiladas. Did me a vegan dish. Beautiful, apart from the fact that my daughter put too much of the Vivo Life grated cheese. What I will say is, Vivo Life's been around a lot longer. I respect them. The slices on a burger, fantastic. This one's the best one out there though. 9 out of 10 all day long. It is the best by a country mile. Knickknacks, which are vegan by ingredients. They're part of a meal deal, so I give them 7 out of 10. Really shouldn't be eating those kind of things. Chia seeds, a superfood. As that, they get 9.5 out of 10 all day long. You can't argue with me on that one. They're a superfood. They're fantastic. I put them in my smoothies. Like you can make a pudding with them. They are a great sauce. And yeah, right, squeaky bean. If you've tried the salmon, please let me know in the comments what you think of it. I haven't tried it yet. It was on offer and I still didn't pick it because of the salmon fillets slices. There's the plantation in Stratford upon Avon. I had the vegan salmon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Don't know what it was, but it was beautiful. So that again, and it was in a charcoal bun. It was very good. You know that. The thing, if I buy the squeaky bean, I've then got to buy like a cream cheese, and I'm not the biggest fan. A lot of them are nut based, and I'm not the biggest fan of cheese per se. And the bread rolls, I'm doing something called hard 75 at the moment, which I'll go into. But doing hard 75, I don't want that 300 calorie, almost 300 calorie bagel to have a squeaky bean. This is really good. Squeaky bean, oating duck vegan meal kit. I love it. I'll give that 9 out of 10. Our Pro strawberry yogurt. 9 out of 10. I don't see why not. It's a very good product. It's a 9 out of 10 all day long for me, to be honest. And sorry about this, I'm just making a noise because I'm recycling as I go along, and I recycle the cardboard and the plastic separate because I'm a good one like that. But yeah, I always let Frankie finish the pot out, and sometimes the pots are destroyed. The Co-op plant-based onion bhaji meal deal. 4 out of 10. I just don't like it. But it fills a gap, and when you're trying to fill a gap and get something vegan inside, sometimes you have to take Morrison's cream crackers, which are cream. They are vegan. I'll give them 6 out of 10. Co-op carrot. I had it with the meal deal. Carrot and hummus dip. I'm going to give that 6 out of 10. Better than the bhaji thing, definitely. Tesco's baked beans and tomato sauce. They are better than the Stockwells. I think they're 42, 43. The Stockwells are 28. They're the real deal, though. 8 out of 10. Taco mixed beans and rich tomato sauce. Very nice. 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. What we've got here? Tilda coconut rum. I only buy the brands when they're on offer. That was like £1. I'll give that 7.5 out of 10. Original curry pot noodle. Not a big fan. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Asda Essential Spaghetti Notes. Bought them for China a long time ago. Used them. Very sweet. Very 4 out of 10. I'm buying the stir fry a lot. The sticky jasmine rice is limited edition. Hope not. It's really, really good. It's really worth. It's good. It's really good. Microwave for 4 minutes. It feeds too easy. I'll give that 7 out of 10. Because I do these things. Brown onions, you know. I always call them right the brown. Big Bag Tesco. 7.5 out of 10. Well worth having in your coat all day long. Peri Peri chicken, my second least favourites. I'll give that 4.5 out of 10. Innocent Revitalised smoothie. Don't drink your calories. We'll go into all this in a bit. I'll give that 7 out of 10. Very good. Plant living organic firm tofu. I think it's $1.95 at Sainsbury's. It's Waitrose is pretty well priced. Very good. I'll give that 8 out of 10. I am going down this tofu route, and I'll talk about some outside meal experiences in a minute towards the end of this. I do like this. This is what I get at this, and the hummus and the carrots are the saving grace of you get this Purdey's grape and apple drink. It's really nice. I'm going to give that I like it a lot. 8.5 out of 10. I only buy it in a meal deal though. Not made of money. Persimmons. I haven't had them for a while. Gone up in price. They're really nice. 8 out of 10. All day long. Then black grapes. Seem to buy one or the other most weeks, he says. We've already done the sticky rice once. We don't need to do it again. Planted. Great range. Chicken skewers. The tikka. I wish they did these a few different flavours. These are great. I will have them with rice. You could put them in a pita bread. They are fantastic. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 all day long. Getting there. Well, we're not really, but you know, I'm just like to keep you. I don't want you to give up on me already. Oatly oat drink chocolate. You know what? It's really nice. I'll give that 9 out of 10. I do like it, but it's so expensive. And I'm very well aware of cost of things. I really am. Always have been, always will be. Naked katsu curry long grain rice. I'll be honest, I thought this was a noodle thing. I'll be honest, I couldn't stand this. If I'm going to give the pot, I'm going to give that 3.5 out of 10. Purely on the vegan front. That gets the free. It was a waste of good money. New York Bakery sliced protein bagels. 10 grams of plant protein. Can I just tell you something? If it says it's got, if they sell the protein bit, is it really worth it now? I picked these up, these were on offer the other month. Don't need to go your way for your protein, but you know, I like the New York bagels, the steamed, aren't they? I'll give them 7 out of 10, but I'm being a bit generous there, to be honest. Don't buy things because it's added protein, you know what I mean? Another thing I buy, when I buy the stir fry meal deal, you get the veg, the sauce, and like I have the rice. Because I do it for £3. Then I always pick the bean sprouts up for 59p, and they do 2 meals, and part of 2 meals, not 2 meals, just that. They're great, so I'm going to give them 7.5 out of 10. They become a staple in my life to that extent. Astrid got me, didn't give me Easter eggs, she got me nice chocolates and sweets, and she got me some Wendy worms from Aldi. They were very good, they were very sweet, and they didn't see Easter, so 8 out of 10 on that score, I suppose. I've got to give it credit where it's due. Protein noodles, these are vegan, of course, Tesco's. And I think that, yeah, I pick them up, not on the meal deal, because I'm going to give them, again, I buy the protein, they're not really, it's all protein in it. I'll give it 6 out of 10. I think it's a bit of forced selling on that one, but 6 out of 10. Now, this one's a bit of a different one. This doesn't come from a soup. I get this from a natural grocery store. Rudolph brown rice. And I'm just having a look, because they are so, 225 grams of rice. But I love them. It's not, it's like It's like expensive Rice Krispies, these. I'm going to give these 9.5 out of 10 because I bought them. I know they're not cheap. I wish I could find them somewhere cheaper, but they're worth it. 9.5 out of 10. Part of what Ashley got me, the mini white chocolate spring eggs. They weren't Easter, they were spring eggs. That's why they never saw Easter. I'm going to give them 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Cauldron Middle Eastern falafels. I had these the other day. I ate a lot and still not a falafel fan. 7 out of 10 though. I do like Lebanese, I do like Middle Eastern. I'm not the biggest falafel fan. My daughter's son-in-law got me the no missing out, the ultimate egg with all the bits. It was lush. It was eaten last night. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. There's me going on. Mission protein plant powered new what do you call them? High protein wraps. They are very good though, but I did chuck some away too, so I bought more than one pack, chuck some away. I'll give them 8.5 out of 10, but you don't really need to buy some with plant protein in it. We can do better. The Protein Works protein powder. Protein Extreme, and I'll talk about the challenge, which is R75, and I'll talk a bit about food diet afterwards if you want to hang around. But obviously, I appreciate this is going to be a long video, and you might not want to. This one is very good. Raspberry mochi, M-O-C-H-I. I picked it up. It was on offer. It's very tasty. I'll give that 8 out of 10. Oh, better right there. Tesco's free from right snaps. Because clearly marked suitable for vegans, and I thought I'd get these as compared to the Rudolph. They're a bit cheaper, a bit more in a box. They kept repeating on me for some reason. I do not know why. There's something about the. So I'm going to give them 6 out of 10 and go with the Rudolph, to be honest. The Rudolph, yeah. O'Grain spicy rice in the microwave, 8 out of 10. Very good. Very good. Neville Higgly quiche. We know the score on that, don't we? We don't need to keep going on. Jane's right. Always has been. Hope you watch this, Jane. Thank you for your support as always. Tender stem broccoli, just to show you, 7 out of 10. Little trick I've learned here. I just want to go through some on this. It's not like that because it's suitable for vegans. Don't get me wrong. Lot of calories, but these Stockwell tortillas, you're going to get a few broken, but you know what? They're better than some of the expensive ones. They really are. 8.5 out of 10. Get them ones if you can in Tesco's. They're better than some of the expensive ones, which is a joke. Apart from what I said, Ashley's got me mini chocolate eggs, 9.5 out of 10. I enjoyed them a bit more than the white, and I like white chocolate. Plant Chef Ozine, part of a meal deal. It was all right. I'll give that 8 out of 10. Tesco's 4 packs of rough oat cakes. I do enjoy these. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. You've got to do, you know, 8 out of 10. Let's go through. R Pro vanilla flavoured yogurt. I do this with like a mixed flax and mix it in. It's really good. I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. I picked these free from Lemon Zest Cookies. Gluten-free, milk, peanut and egg free. Free from, you know. They weren't too expensive, but they had a texture to them, something about the gluten-free. I'm going to give them 7 out of 10. A generous 7 out of 10, I feel, to be honest. Purple sprouting broccoli, which I've got today, actually. I'll give that a 8.5 out of 10. I do prefer it a bit. I've got these spicy, they weren't that nice. 5 out of 10. I'm not going to oversell it. Right, this is a game changer. The Korean, they get this Merchant Gourmet Korean style vegetables and mixed rice. I had it for breakfast on Friday, and I had it with some spring onions and sliced up peppers. It was lush. 8 out of 10. We'll pick it up again. It's frequently on offer in the freezer department at Tesco's. Must pick some up. Richmond sage and onion sausages, not the original. Good thing about these is I had 3 of them, and I chopped the rest up and gave them to Frankie's Treats. It made me decide ultra processed is not the way forward for me. I'll give them 3 out of 10, the sage and onion ones. I was in a car with Astrid the other day, and we went Oh, and I've got to tell you about Collins in chapter. But on the way there, we had some sugar snap peas. Great little treat. I went and bought us both a bag after. It was a nice day out. Don't want to say too much about Collins just yet. But I'll give the chicken snap peas 7.5 out of 10 at the moment. It could go up. The vegan tax. I went to Chepstow, and let's talk about Marks and Spencer's. We've got a great big new one in Cheltenham, and I've not been to it yet. Because apparently it can take 3.5 hours to get the car park. The car parking's atrocious. It goes onto a main busy road, restricted traffic lights. I've not been. But I went to Chepstow's Marks and Spencer's. I had 2 member of staff, and I walked around the store twice, and they had no vegan or meat-free vegetarian cabinet with foods in, because I was looking forward to it. Very disappointed. I had some of the Percy pigs. There were 2. There were one with a different flavour. It was quite nice, but you know. Plant Kitchen, 4 vegan hot cross buns. The vegan tax truly kicked in then. They were really small compared to the others. It's a rip-off. On that score alone, Marks, you're getting 3 out of 10 for them. Really annoying. The vegan tax really does exist, and if you've got experience of vegan tax, please feel free to leave comments. I'll be interested. I really would, because it's really winding me up. Then I've got Vivirish Shawarma Kebab. It's lush. I will have that just warmed up on the pan with rice, and I'll eat that all day. 8 out of 10. It's a good thing for me. Right, on the last bag, 21.5 minutes. I've already done a score on the pasty, so I don't need to do that again. Not going to spoil you guys too much. I've already done that, and that's just the trouble when you do something over months. You do sometimes get the same thing, but then you just got to avoid it, haven't you? I went for the Alpro, 2 blackberry and 2 raspberry and cranberry. Oh, they were all right. 7 out of 10. Plant Chef 12 meat-free. Tell you this, my daughter highlighted like the Wicked Kitchen range are very calorie, very iron things like fats and sugars and all that. If you're going to do something like that, just get these ones. 8.5 out of 10 on the score, because they put Wicked Kitchen to shame, and they're well over £1 cheaper generally, okay? Merchant Gourmet coconut and wine leaf, grain and white rice, really nice. 8 out of 10. Lightly seeded oat rice cakes, 7 out of 10. My scores vary, I know, I'm sorry. I'm going to have some more controversy now. OMV steak, this is a long time ago. Look, I had these, they're used by date, it's 24th of Feb, and it's the 21st of April. That's no steak and gravy slices. Brilliant in the air fryer, 8 out of 10. I've done that coconut lime once already, so I don't need to do that again. Hummus. Interesting story, Tesco's. This hummus was £1.50, then it went up to £1.55. Now they've stopped doing it. They do the smaller pots and give you more options, like for if you have 2 for £2.50. The 300 gram pots, they're not doing in my Tesco's anymore, and that's annoying me to no end. And for that reason, I love that. I'll give that 8 out of 10. Tesco's, get your act together, mate. Come on, you're better than that. Jane, you turn around and you've been going on about the lazy days, and you're absolutely right. I introduced them; they're fantastic. Try these ones, the shortcut, the millionaire shortbreads. 9.5 out of 10. There is something about vegan shortbread which isn't quite there. I'll give you that. A 9.5 out of 10. Just so that Jane tries them. I've already done it Alpro vanilla, so I'm just going to get the recycling on the go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so went to Chepstow on Saturday, and Marks and Spencer was terrible. I've done the sticky ribs, so I'm not going to bother doing that again, which was a shame. And I'm going to talk about a vegan calf called Collins there in a bit. So please hang on, even if it's just for that. Really do appreciate it. Oh, this Numo missing caramel plant power chocolate bar is to die for. The price will bankrupt you. It's vegan tax at the next level. For that, it's so sweet, it's so sticky, it's so everything wrong. Indulgent, sweet, sticky. It's an ultimate gift, but it's over £4 a bar. So for that, I'm going to give it 2 out of 10. It's just not feasible. The vegan tax on things like Galaxy, when we pay an extra £1 or so, or 75 pence, is wrong. But then you go to that Nomu range and they really stick it on you. And I'm not going to do it anymore. I have done it. I love it. And I've just had that egg, and God knows how much my son-in-law paid for that egg with all the pieces. Really nice. I'll eat it. But I cannot justify the prices. Peel of rice. No. 7 out of 10. I haven't had it for ages, so just goes to show with that, doesn't it? What's this? Oh, weak Fuselage. Aldi. 7 out of 10. Pasta's great, but I'm cut down a bit at the moment for some reason. I don't know if there's a reason why. I'm not going to pretend I know there's a reason. Part of the Astrid. Haribo Jelly Bears, vegan, clearly marked. I'll give them 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it all, to be honest, I can't lie. Again, another pasty. I need to do this chapter. Naked, not really, Blue Machine. Shouldn't drink your calories. I'll give it 6 out of 10, because you really shouldn't, even though they encourage you to, you really shouldn't be drinking your calories, guys. But a protein shake with water, 135 calories. And I've never been, if you followed me for a long time, I've never been throwing protein shakes, but you know, Ecovera washing that liquid, 9 out of 10, all day long. The real Yorkshire Toad and the O. Let's have a look at this. This is interesting. 23rd of Feb. And I had a pretty crummy start to the year, but that was great. I'll give that 8.5 out of 10 Asda, wouldn't it? 8.5 out of 10 all day long. I've done that one already, the spicy. Asda plant-based lentil cottage pie, 7.5 out of 10. Cathedral City, oh, picked it up. Plant-based smoky cheddar flavour. Absolutely disgusting. I don't want to know about 4 out of 10. It's disgusting. Done that already once. Oggs, look at that. Mini vanilla cupcakes. Picked them up, so we're from £4.15 at Sainsbury's down to £1.66. They didn't go out of date. Clearly marked vegan. I'll give them 8 out of 10. Milled flaxseed. I get this from Aldi. It's little, this one though. I'll put that in my yoghurt. A couple of tablespoons of that. It's really good. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. I do like it. I always got some on the go. These are vegan. Jammy Dodgers. Apple and blackcurrant flavour. Wouldn't buy them again. 7 out of 10. The Tesco Flat Chef turned a bit cheaper than Waitrose just. Very good. 9 out of 10. The lentils, chilli and lime and flavoured crisp. 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Sorry, I made a mistake or two. If I've never made a mistake, rectify your mistakes before you can. Mangoes, apples and passion fruit, innocent, not the most ethical company. 7 out of 10. Pro cherries, what am I? Give that 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Nearly there, got innocent. Green Energized. I picked these up when I did the meal deals, that's what it's about. 7 out of 10. Sweet and sour. 7 out of 10. Free from korma cooking sauce. 8.5 out of 10. I haven't had it in a long time. It is very good. Vegetable gyozo. Very good. I'll give that 7.5 out of 10. I haven't had it in such a long time. Works. Pop-ups. Sweet barbecue. Not biggest fan. 6 out of 10. Price I've got them. Another rye bread. I went for a rye bread. I go through mine. I'm at Jason's at the moment. I'm Jason's 8 now, which is ciabatta bread or ciabatta bread, whatever you call it. But I do prefer that one, to be honest with you. The last few bits, and then we're going to Collins in Chepstow. Baby plum tomatoes. 6 out of 10. Because I'm not the biggest tomato fan. OMV battered fishless fillets. They're very good. I'm going to give that. Rice flakes, that's interesting. I'm going to give them 8 out of 10. And the berry defense, I'll give that 7 out of 10. And that is it. That was masses. And it took me 29.5 minutes to do that lot, so that was a lot. Now I've got to do all the recycling. That's one of the reasons I did this today, to be honest. Oat milk latte, got to be honest, it's a cost as well. Oh, sugar, I just spilled 7 because I'm it. That's it. I wanted to show that I was being authentic and genuine. I made a boo-boo. Okay, so pit pads, laminate flooring, so put that cloth down, mop it up, and move on. Yeah, right. I went. I've seen Ashton a few times. She's been a good friend. You know, we finished over a year ago. We went out for a short while. She's been a good friend, and we've been there for each other through thick and thin. And we went to. She wanted to take me. She got excited. There's a vegan cafe in Bristol we meant to go to, and we went to go to it just before we broke up last year, and we couldn't get parking near it. And we really want to go to it. I can't remember what it's called, but we went to one called Collins in Chepstow. I said, check it out. It's a bit of a trek. It takes me 45 minutes to get to Ashford. She said it'd take 40, but it took nearly an hour to get to Chepstow. And we got there, and I said, check it out. We could find a few bits on Facebook, couldn't we? And we went in. It's not the biggest place in the world. 100% vegan, which is fantastic. Big ice cream counter, very good choices of ice cream. And they do floaters, ice creams, milkshakes. And we ordered, I feel I'd like a breakfast wrap. And it didn't appeal to me. And she was saying, try it. And I was not interested. I ended up having plain old avocado on toast. And it comes with avocado and walnuts, but I'm allergic. And fair play, when the lady in the kitchen heard, she said, would you like something else? Like some else? I said, no, just avocado. 2 points on my... Astrid wasn't a fan, but she's not vegan. And, you know, I don't force people... Okay, but she took me there, and I appreciate that, and it was okay. Where do you start? Right, she had the breakfast wrap. It wasn't. She left half of it, but it didn't look good. It didn't. I can't explain it. My avocado and toast, and it came out at the same time. My toast was stone cold, and there was absolutely no. It was just avocado. There was no seasoning, no salt, no lime or lemon, no anything. It was just avocado. A bit disappointed. We had. I had a banoffee milkshake in Ashford. I think she had a strawberry. She had a milkshake. The strawberries were great. It's done with the ice cream and the milk. She had hers with soya milk. I had mine with oat. I think I had mine with oat milk. But the milkshakes were next level. It didn't last. Straight down. It was the milkshakes were great, guys. Thank you. We've got 2 Welsh cakes, little diddy things. They were £2 each. They were all right. I give them 6, 7 out of 10, I suppose. The irony is, we went into the Marks and Spencers, which had no vegan aisle at all, not a fridge or anything. Even having a vegan meal deal thing, like a sandwich or anything, I did check. So we went there, and they had 6 Welsh cakes, but they weren't vegan. They were 6 for £2.10, which I joked, said if they'd been vegan, you would have picked them up. They were the same size. So it just seemed a bit... the thing, what did we... Oh, and I had a oat milk latte, which was very nice as well. 2 young ladies serving, 2 young school girls. They had a problem with the paying by card because of the thing. Because they hadn't the signal and it wasn't their fault. I give them that. But then I did pay, the one girl, who was then went off to, they swapped lunch breaks, and I said to the other girl, can I have my, and this is, sounds horrible and petty, but it's just it's the little things that make the difference from a great to a not so great. And I said, any chance you can have the Welsh cakes that I paid for? Because I was worried, to be honest, there was getting a few people in there, and then I bought the last 2, but she left them in there, didn't dish them out, you know. That's me stone cold toast, no butter. Just putting that out there. It was stone cold toast with plain avocado, no salt, no seasoning, nothing at all. So, and they go in, yeah, have you paid for them? I said, yeah, I paid for them when I paid it all on the card when the machine worked, and I paid for all of it. So she went. And then a few minutes later, she brought the cakes over a few minutes later, and a few minutes later, the girl came back from her break. I think it was just like no, the girl popped back in because she got some. And the other girl behind the counter, plain as day, loud as you could have said, yes, I've given them the Welsh cakes. Did they pay for them? And I thought, it just so loud, and I just thought, never coming here again. Never coming here again. I mean, they have 4, they're open from something like 12 till 4, which I didn't understand. They did a breakfast wrap, a Cajun wrap, avocado on toast, and there were 2 more wraps, but none of them were like, I can't, and you can't see the menu. It was a disappointment. It was so disappointing. I was going to do a YouTube video on it to begin with. Then I realised when we went in and I saw the menu, I thought, I hope to God this is great, because we've just travelled to come to this place. And I was disappointed, and I don't want to be disappointed. I want to be happy. Places are going, aren't they? I mean, we've just lost no Freaking Chicken shop in Worcester. Never been to the shop, but the customer service, the last time I used them was diabolical in Worcester. Vegan, I had the vegan fish and chips, well, No Freaking Chicken. At the Worcester Vegan Farm, if they're still going to do the fairs, and I do not know. I think they might do, because they do the festivals, and I'm sure they will. They just cut the shop out. And their customer service was diabolical. They were telling people, oh, we got no more chips. And I went, I think it was with Rachel. And And they gave us the smallest portion of chips between two of us with the fish and chips. And then when the chips came, there was a big, and I'm like, I would have waited 5 minutes. If you'd have said, the driver's come and wait 10 minutes, no problem. But instead, you tried ripping me off. And I don't like that. And now they've shut the shop down. If you want to survive, do good customer service. I don't like Richmond's. Rant of the day coming there. I think Richmond's are the worst company, one of the worst companies out there. Their sausages are absolutely double, but they do a good vegan one. The thing I've got at the moment is I'm trying to get out of the ultra processed, the extra sugars, the extra sauce, and all the other bits and pieces. I will have a this isn't vegan burger, and we'll go there in a minute. And we're talking about this is not just Collins. I'll give you 6.5 out of 10 because of your milkshakes and your coffee was great. Have a few more options, please. Just season it. Just do something. And I appreciate you gave me the meal at the same time as Astrid, but my toast was stone cold. My toast was stone cold, just plain having it. Sorry, I don't know when you're. They were worse than you out there, honestly. And No Freaking Chicken were worse. They ripped off because they were charging silly money, and they give you half a portion of chips. And then I do a group. This is Wingfest time now, so if you don't want to listen to this, please just switch off. But I'll go into it. I do a group meeting on a pub meet on a Thursday for an adventure group in the Cotswolds and surrounding areas. That kind of give you a bit of anyway. So there were about 10 of us there, and I said, I'm not going to have the Beyond Burger. I'm doing this R75 at the moment. I'll go into that in a minute. Do the R75. So I said, I'm not having the Beyond Burger. So I went up and I said, can I get the cauliflower and spinach curry, please? Sorry, we haven't got any curries today. So that's a shame. I said, that's unusual, isn't it? She said, we've run out of naan bread, so we can't sell the curry. I said, I'll have the curry. We're right now. Can't sell it to you. This is in Moon Underwater, Cheltenham, last Thursday, so the Thursday before Bank Holiday Friday. Can't sell you a curry because we've got no naan breads. Okay, you can't replace it with extra popcorn. Can't sell you the meal. There's any going out of date? Loads. So what happened? We chuck it away. Do you give it to food bank? No, it's just like that. Bloody hell, I thought, sorry, language. What's all this about? It's a waste, it's terrible. So then I said, okay, I went through. They had a vegan pizza. I can't stand most vegan cheese, but I thought, you know what, I'll go for that. I don't want them. Went for the vegan pizza. We haven't got any. Okay, well, we must sell out. That's good. Oh, you must sell out. That means good. No, we don't really get in that often because we don't sell many. I thought, oh, great. Right, okay. Do you know what? Got Beyond Burger. Yeah, I ended up having the Beyond Burger with, yeah, I know, same vegan meal as I have every single blimmin' week. Right, let's go Green King now. So on Friday, we did this group, adventure group. We have this chat, we're talking. Sam got drunk. I'm on the R75. I didn't have a drink of alcoholic beverage at all. I was on Pepsi Max. And one of the guys wants to do a wild camp Friday, come Saturday. And I said, Sean, I'm not doing a wild camp, but I'll go and do a hike with you guys if you want tomorrow. We arranged 2 o'clock up at Cleeville, which is on the outskirts of Cheltenham. We'll meet at a place called the Rising Sun, which is Green King. So I popped in. Can we park our car here? We're going to be like 4 hours, but we'll all have food when we finish. Yeah, absolutely no problem. Thank you very much, guys. You're brilliant. Legends. We're coming to have food. Green King. So we go in. We do this 9-mile hike. It was going to be 10. Then they wanted 8, but we made it 9. And it took 4 hours. But it was very hilly. Lots of good challenge. And I had a great big rucksack on the back just to add, for me, ego boost and put the rucksack on the back. So we're doing all this. Go back, absolutely knackered. Get myself probably had a Pepsi Max or Coke. I can't remember one of those. No, I never. I had a lime and soda. Had lime and soda. Went through the menu. I tried ordering the pea, and it might have been mushroom and pea or some risotto. We haven't got any with sold out. Okay. I tried ordering something. I think it was a curry. We haven't got any with soda. Okay. I'll go for the Beyond Burger again, which is more expensive than Witherspoons, but you know, it's not Witherspoons, it's Green King. And my friends then are getting their food as well, Hells, because we just done the walk as a group. You know, so I thought we'd get her food as well. She got blue light discount. Fantastic. Win-win. I'll get her a meal, but I'm going to save a few quid, so that's all right. So he tells us, does a brown burger come with anything? No. Young lad, no. I checked the menu, the vegan, onion rings are vegan, and then the chips have skin. The chips are vegan. So I goes, right, can I order some onion rings and chips, please? I was ordering her food, and she had prawn dish or whatever, and her drink. She had a coffee of some description. Doesn't matter. There's a lot more money than Moon, and a lot more. And hers was a starter, by the way, as well. I'm just saying. No, we don't do blue light discount over bank holiday weekends. I thought, oh, okay, you know. Well, thanks for trying out. You know, let's go there. Then we find out when they come to deliver, the burger comes with onion rings and chips, skin on fries. So the irony was they brought it up. So I've got two lots. I've got these chunky chips that I've paid £3.95 for, big chunky chips. But there's a lot more skin on fries than the, okay. And it says comes with onion rings, apparently. 2 onion rings. I mean, they did technically get it right. There were 2 of the buggers, not 1 onion ring. It was onion rings. There were 2. Whereas I got, I think, 7 for £3.95. But it was a lot of food, you know. But it was, again, the customer service side of things. But it was just an absolute bloody nightmare. And it is a bit of a it's a pain, isn't it, when you go. And it's really interesting. So today, I've done a lot of meal prepping ready for in the week, just because I'm at home. And I can't be bothered with going out. Then we went to, a couple of weeks ago, I went to a Thai restaurant in Ross on Rye with Astrid. We caught up for food. I can't remember what it was called. It's the name of a colour and it's a veg. I can't remember what it's called. I had a Thai green curry, vegetable and tofu curry. It was to die for. The service was phenomenal. I'm disgusted at myself for not knowing the name of this restaurant, but I don't live in Ross. They had 14 seats. It was fully booked out. It was fully booked out the seating before. 3 sittings, it's all fully booked out. The service, I mean, it's not just vegan, give them that, but they were sold out. The vegan food was out of this world, you know. So their service was next level. No waiting, food, drinks. I had checked that the tempura was vegan, and they said, yeah, we can do it vegan. So I had vegetable tempura, fantastic. Criticism, the smallest amount of sweet chili sauce you'll ever see in your life, but it was a fantastic meal. The curry was next level nice, you know what I mean? So some get it right. Just get it right. And if you're going to vegan, they think vegan tax. If you're going to vegan tax us as well, make sure you get it right, because you don't deserve our custom. It's like we're a second afterthought, really, isn't it? And it really winding me up. And to be honest with you, let's go on to the other side now. Almost 45 minutes in. Rant's over now. Life has been really difficult the last year and a half. Not on the vegan front, just life. But everyone has times in life when it's harder than others, and I'm no different. So I've stepped back from everything. I don't communicate, but I deliberately went to the vegan market in Cheltenham on Easter Sunday to see Helly and her sister from Fast, to have a chat with them. Said I've muted my notifications for a week. I said, but I'm sure when they come back on, I'll be all guns blazing. There's a Fast meetup in May. There's a big one in August, and I'll be at both. I will be at both, I'm sure. Vegan side of things, the veganism has never been a problem for me. Going out with friends and them all going, I hate it, to be honest, at the moment. It's not like, oh no, he's vegan. It's because there's no choices. Unless I want a vegan burger, that's it. 99% of the... No, that's a bit extreme. 75% of the time, it's just, you end up having the burger just because you have to relent. And I don't like the lie-in. of places. They all sell out of the risotto, don't they, and what have you. But I'm just saying, it's just we pay more, and that's a gripe, but that's not the gripe. Lots going on. So what I've done, I'm on day, I'm going to say 22, 23 now. Hard 75. It's a challenge. I never heard of it until 24 days ago, and it's right. You take a selfie every day. You read a minimum of 10 pages at the top of the selfie. It's not really. It's just about being accountable. So don't, So you take a selfie, top of the selfie every day for accountability. It's showing the change over 75 days. You drink 4.5 litres of water, basically. It's a gallon, that is, a day. That's the thing I'm finding the artist. You read a minimum of 10 pages every day. I finished my first book, 300 odd pages this morning, and you do 2 lots of 45-minute exercise. 1 must be outdoors every day. I'm outdoors every day, but I've used my weighted vest. It's got me going to the gym more, doing more things. It's about routines. So the exercise. Oh, you've got eat healthily, clean and healthy, no cheat meals, and no alcohol. And if you bugger up, you've got to start again. And I've been doing that. I'm on day 23. Bit sketchy because I did eat Easter eggs, but I had them straight after my meal sort of thing. So I'm not caring about that. I'm doing everything else by the book, and I have no more chocolate in the house. There's none. So I'm doing this hard 75. You can get a YouTube channel. There apparently is an hard. There's a 75 easy. I didn't see that one. That might have been easier. I struggle with the water because it just means I want to go to the toilet all the time. I'm drinking the gallon, which is 4.5 litres, but I'm having a coffee. I'm having 2 or 3 cups of tea a day, and I'll have other stuff as well. I'm using protein shakes with just water because I'm exercising more, just to get my but it's liquid again, isn't it? And it's difficult, but to get my protein in on top. But it's making me appreciate tofu more as well, so it's all good. We'll see. I might do a video on it when I finish, but I think I'm due to finish them like June the 13th. That was more important to me when I started than it is now, to be honest with you. I really just keep doing it. It's about building up habits, isn't it? And if you fail, they say start again. But let's just say we don't fail and just keep going on and just see how it goes. Get a bit of routine. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do on that for now. There are plenty of other things I could talk about, but you know what? I'm not going to, because you don't need to hear me whinge. Yeah, life's too short for whinges, and we're okay. Let's just say we're okay. Let's get on. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I mean, this is a long video. I'm sure it's going to take forever to download. Hope you're all right. Thank you if you've got this far, almost 15 minutes. Really do appreciate it. If you're new here, or you've watched 1 or 2 but you've not subscribed and you've got to almost 15 minutes, please subscribe. That'd be amazing. As I've said, and I showed Eddie yesterday, the takings have gone down, the income's gone down massively, but I haven't registered yet. I've got to do the tax things and all that on it. So, but the money for the first 6 payments, and I haven't taken one out yet, but I will do at some stage. I think it's about £134 now. But as soon as I'm monetised over a year ago, that's pretty poor, isn't it? But yeah, the money's going to FARS in any case. I've never been about the money side of things. Maybe long-term aspirations, but definitely not short-term, And I've got to get back into it. And yeah, please give it a thumbs up, and please leave a comment. They are so important. They help the channel a lot, And Jane, if you did feel free, if you got this far, you're a legend, But yeah, sorry about the whinge. I just want to point out, Collins, if you've been to Collins in Chepstow, or you're going to go, I don't think it's been there. Give me your view. Tell me what you see. If I went in there for a coffee, I'd love it. If I went in there for a milkshake, I'd love it. For the overall experience, no, thank you. And that's a shame. I mean, I want any vegan business to do well. I keep thinking about all the ones we've lost in Cheltenham. The best one, which was a purely vegan restaurant in 2020, it'd been established for a few years then. It's now selling steak and what have you. She's never going to get me in there again. But they were predominantly vegan restaurant, you know what I mean? And I bought a bottle of vegan wine there because I could have got it for £10 at the natural grocery store in Bathurst, which is really expensive. And they charged me 20, but I thought, you're a vegan restaurant, I give it. No. It's not right. We're losing them. We're losing them again. And if you've let me know anyone who's tried the KFC. I had the burger years ago, probably last time I did it 4 years ago, but apparently there's a vegan bucket thing now. I'm off the ball on all that, but I don't know. Be interesting to have your views. Give me your views on anything you want me to try, anything you want me to do, your opinions. You can say your videos suck, and you'd be absolutely right, but you watched it for 50 minutes and you're entitled to say that, so thank you. Let's leave it there. Let's wrap up. Please, thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, if it's something you get used to. Food, reviews, meal of the day, they'll be coming back. But I've been doing a lot of same old. Dog videos, bit of whinging, bit of not so much band. Whinging, I think it's more my style at the moment, let's be honest. And yeah, all those things, if you can tolerate them, do it. Fantastic. But in the meantime, please take care and stay safe. Till the next one, thanks again for watching. Bye.